So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to your own book reading session. How is it going for relationships for everyone? Are you practicing? Are you writing? Are you giving love?
Hello.
Hello,
Yes.
giving
Today I
love.
did
Yes.
this with my mother-in-law and it was wonderful.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. So, yes, it really works. The love you give. When you give love, you feel so good, so amazing that you know you start getting love from even different sources, so not only the one whom you are giving love. And anyway, whatever relation you want to improve in your life, take it to your next level. Just write down for them, read it out loud, be grateful, be sincerely grateful. Okay, especially to your source. That means your parents who brought you into this world. Just write down for them, who gave you birth, though you are connected to them still, even if they are or not in this world. But you are still connected to that soul. So keep doing that, and you will see things will start happening in your favor. Whatsoever it is, things will be dramatically changed when you improve your relations with everyone around you. Okay, so let's move forward. So we read till here yesterday about the story of that woman who gave love to their relationship, and from a breaking marriage it turned out to be a lovable relationship. So it's a story of someone which she has mentioned. Okay, so I will start reading from the next page. Love means freedom. Yeah, love means freedom. Now, here is the tricky bit with giving love in relationships, and it's the one thing that has prevented many from receiving the life they deserve. It's only tricky because people have misunderstood what it means to give love to others. To be very clear about what it means to give love to others, you need to understand what it means not to give love to others. Okay, so to understand what it means to give love, we will first understand what it is to not giving love, like what you are doing, which is not part of being giving love. Okay, so what most of the people are doing and thinking they are giving love, but it's actually not giving love, it's the opposite. How? Trying to change another person is not giving love. How many times we are trying to change another person? We are trying to change him or her by always saying that you're not like that, you should do this, you should do that, and we are trying to change another person. Yes, we are doing it in most of our life. We are doing it either to our siblings, either to our partner, either to our children. Every time we are telling them to do things like that. Why can't we accept people as the way they are? Every time we are guiding them, trying to manipulate them, trying to make them a person which you want them to be, but not the one they are. So if you are trying to change another person, it's not giving love. Thinking you know what is best for another person is not giving love. Again, we think that this is best for you. You are good in this. You are good in this. You are best in this. To our children, especially, we are telling every day that be good in maths, be good in science, be good in. We are every day trying to tell them what is best for them. It's not giving love. Thinking you are right, another person is wrong, is not giving love. criticizing, blaming, complaining, nagging, or finding fault with another person is not giving love. Yeah? So you think that you are right and another person is wrong is not giving love. Most of the times we have arguments at home or with other people in this in the community or wherever, and we are trying to prove ourselves that we are right. It's not giving love. It's not giving love. There is no point in arguing. I mean, why we have to prove ourselves every day? I'm right, you're wrong. It's okay. No need to argue every time. Just be with it. Okay, let's just forget it. Even in small talks, we do like that. No, I did this because you did this. I did this because we are justifying ourselves. That's not giving love. We are complaining about something. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You are like that. Do this in this way. Criticizing people, blaming them, every time telling them something or the other. And this is not giving love. Hate is conquered by hate. Hate is not conquered by hate. Hate is conquered by love. This is a law eternal. So if you have to conquer the hate, if you have to eliminate a bad feeling for someone, what we have to do? We have to give love. And this is the law. These are the words by Gautam Buddha, founder of Buddhism. What he's saying, hate is not conquered by hate. Yeah? Someone hates us, we start hating them. Tit for tat. Most of the time it is happening. It is conquered by love. Could be in any relation. Any relation. I am not giving any specific example here because hate is a very negative word and I can't think of any example where hate could be, there. So if we give love by thinking of all the good qualities, all the good times, maybe there could be something which we can think of. Yeah, and then we can move upwards in the relationship. I want to share a story I received. So she's telling a story here. I want to share a story I received that demonstrates the care we must take in our relationships. A man's wife had left him and had taken their children with her. The man was devastated. He blamed his wife and he refused to accept her decision. He continued to contact her, determined to do everything he could to change her mind. He may have thought he was acting out of love for his wife and family, but his actions were not loving. He blamed his wife for their marriage ending. He believed that she was wrong and he was right. He refused to accept his wife's decision to choose for herself. Because he would not stop contacting his wife, he was arrested and sentenced to jail. The man eventually realized that he was not giving love when he denied his wife her freedom to choose what she wanted and that he lost his freedom as a result. So, what that person was doing, he was not giving her freedom to choose what she wanted. And when he didn't give her that freedom, he also lost his freedom by being into the jail. The law of attraction is the law of love, and you cannot break it. If you violate it, you break yourself. You break yourself. Yeah. So, what that man did, that man was not giving her the freedom to live the way she wanted to live her life. And when she left her, whatever happened, the circumstances ended up making him into prison. So he lost his freedom in that process. So if you don't obey the rules of law of attraction, obey the laws of love, then what will happen? You'll break yourself. There's some consequences that will happen as a result. So I'm sharing this story because the ending of intimate relationships is very challenging for some people. You cannot deny someone else's right to choose what they want because that is not giving love. It is a bitter pill to swallow when your heart is breaking, but you must respect everyone's freedom and right to choose. What you give to another person, you receive yourself. And when you deny another person's freedom to choose, you will attract negative things that deny your own freedom. Maybe the flow of money. So, what she is saying here, in a relationship, you have to give freedom to other person. Love is freedom, not being very, possessive about the person, giving them instructions what to do or what to not in their lives. Love is freedom to allow them to live the way they want to live, to choose what they want to choose. You cannot impose love on someone. When you are trying to do that, you're not giving love. Yeah. So when what you give to another person, you receive yourself. If you are giving freedom to another person, you will get your freedom. But if you don't, you will attract negative things. And maybe you can also deny from your freedom. Maybe the flow of money to you decreases. So in your relationship, when you hurt someone or when you are trying to be overprotective, sometimes people are over possessive, overprotective, trying to, trying to just jail them kinds in mentally. What happens to those people? Maybe the flow of money to you decreases, or your health weakens, or your job takes a downturn, because all of these things would affect your freedom. There is no other person for the law of attraction. What you give out to others, you give to yourself. So if you hurt someone, see what is this is what you differentiate between good and bad. What you are doing, maybe you are hurting someone by your actions. You are not giving love, you're not giving the freedom to live. You are not giving that person the whatever she or he wants to do, you are denying it. So you may have a, different circumstances in your life, not only in relationship but also in other areas of your life. Maybe you'll get punished, maybe money will decrease, maybe your health will weaken, maybe you'll lose your job. So the point here is that what you give, you receive. The channel could be different. The channel could be different, but it has to come because it's a circle. It's a circle in terms of money, in terms of relationship, in terms of feelings, and especially in relationship when you hurt someone. It is not about just the family members. Suppose you are shouting at your servant, maid, all these things count. You're hurting someone by being rude, by not being kind. You are telling your maid to come at exact 8. Okay, you are coming. Why are you not coming? You're being louder. You're not giving her freedom to take leaves or whatever it is. It could be for your uh, people. Maybe you are an employer and you have people working under you and you are not giving them freedom to work. You're micromanaging things and all that. That is also a negative thing. In that way, also, you hurt people. And this is all a circle. This is all a circle. And when you hurt someone, that is the biggest sin actually. So you receive those things back in your life, not only maybe not through relationship, but through money or health or any other thing. So this is all your points which are, decreasing when you are hurting someone. So make it a point to always start good circles. Always start positive circles in your life. by being really, really kind to everyone, by thanking everyone, by being grateful to every person you meet outside, maybe in your office, maybe in your family, or anyone. Whatever you are doing, whatever you give out, you give to yourself. Ultimately, it is coming to you back. The ball you are throwing is going to come back to you with equal force. Giving love to other people does not mean you let people walk all over you yeah, this is also very important point. So one thing was that you have to give freedom. The other point is giving love to other people does not mean you let people walk all over you or abuse you in any way, because that's not giving love either. So what happens is that sometimes people just suffer and they think that okay, let him do whatever he wants to do or let her do whatever he wants to do. I will just obey and let him abuse me or let her abuse me in any way. That's not giving love either. You don't have to compromise in a relationship. This is called compromising. That whatever he or she is doing, you are just suffering. No, allowing another person to use you doesn't help that person, and it surely doesn't help you. Surely doesn't help you. Like it happens with most of the, I would say, sometimes males, sometimes females, but mostly with females, that they just keep allowing another person to, you know, get over them, walk over them. So it's not helping not only you, it's also not helping the other person. Love is tough, and we learn and grow through its law. And as a part of that learning, we experience consequences. So it is not love to allow another person to use or abuse you. The answer is get yourself onto the highest frequency of good feelings that you can, and the force of love will resolve the situation for you. So, what happens here is the book is giving you the answer also. So, sometimes if you think that you are being used or someone is abusing you, someone is using you for their own benefit, what do you have to do there? The book is not saying that you fight with them or you revolt against them or you go into the court and tell this is my self respect and all that. No. What do you have to do? You have to get yourself onto the highest frequency. How? When we that you decide how, because highest frequency of good feelings you will get to that highest frequency by being with yourself, by doing what you love to do. Whatever time you can find for yourself, just do that. Maybe some meditation, maybe some songs, maybe some good music, or dancing, or painting, or doing what you love to do. And what will happen then? Because you are in a good feeling zone, because you are in the highest frequency of love, the force of love will now resolve the situation for you, because it will now work in your favor, thinking that you are in the highest frequency and you deserve to be having the things that give you more of those feelings. Is it clear to everyone? It was really deep here. Are you with me?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, it was
yes.
really a very sensitive topic. It happens with some people that people just suffer. It's very important to understand that there are two things here. One is that you have to give freedom to the other person. The other is that you don't have to suffer also. You don't have to suffer by doing whatever the other person is saying just because you think you love them. No. But you don't have to revolt also. What you have to do, you have to be with the higher self, be with your inner self, be with your universe, because universe is going to help you here. The force of love will resolve the situation. How? By being in your good feelings, by being in the highest frequency of good feelings. How? There are various methods, especially when you are writing your gratitude in the morning. Try to do it. Brahmur. How many of you know anything about Brahmurat? Brahmurat it's a time 3 hours before sunrise. So if your sunrise is in your city around 6 a.m., so the time between 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. is Brahmurat. So even if you're not waking up at 3 a.m., you can still wake up at 5 a.m. because it's 1 hour is still left, 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., which is the time before sunrise. At that time, when you write your blessings, when you are writing your blessings, when you are in your highest frequency, especially at that time, and you're visualizing your dreams or you are trying to connect with the universe, that is the perfect timing for you to manifest whatever you want in your life. And at that time, when you are in your highest frequency of good feelings, you are very, 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 very conducive to connect with the divine, connect with the universe, because at that time everything is silent. No, there is no television going on, there is no party going on, there are no very less people who are awake, very less people, and universe is there to listen to you. And when you do this, that time is like 10,000 times. You can speed up your things. You can speed up your things by doing that practices early morning. Okay? So this is an additional tip here. So whenever anyone has offended me, I try to raise my soul so high that the offense cannot reach it. These are the words by Rene Descartes, mathematician and philosopher. So when you are on the top of your frequency, nothing can harm you. Nothing can touch your soul. No offense, but only positive things can happen in your life at that time. How you have to raise your soul so high? So these are the methods. You can even, whenever you wake up, like for example, you wake up at 4:30 a.m., listen to a very powerful song. Very, very, very beautiful song which touches your heart. You can raise your vibrations like that. You can, and when you do it early morning, it really helps you to be in that zone for the whole day as well. Because that is the time again when your subconscious mind is active, universe is active, your inner soul is active and listening to you. So many methods. You can use your five senses while writing your gratitudes. Those are the times when you can, increase your vibrations, high your vibrations. Is it clear to everyone? Love means freedom. It's very deep and you need to understand how it works. I hope I can make a little bit clear.
Yeah, you did. Can I just say something?
Yeah, please, Sissy.
I also, like my mum, struggle with this chapter because I have a person in my life, my daughter's dad, who would never change and would never be kind towards me or welcoming, and to the point where it frustrates me because he's not there for his child.
Mm-hmm.
So he is my biggest uh, relationship fail, but there's nothing I can do about that. And all the gratitude and all the blessings towards him is never going to make him be
Mm.
kind or nice to me. So yesterday's chapter confused me a bit, but now that you spoke about it in that sense, I know that me being kind to him makes me feel good and it
Mm-hmm.
raises my vibration. So I feel like I just need to close the book on expecting anything back, but
Yeah.
just keep my vibration high in
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
I mean, sometimes if you think of some other person and you're not able to, am I clear that you're talking about your ex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes when this kind of situation happens, you're already apart. I think we should let things go. Because when you're trying your best to write gratitude for him, are you still thinking of getting all this back? No. Because
No.
you, of course, you still want your hurt to go. What I understand here is you just want to your hurt, your pain to go away, right?
Yeah, I do, but then that's really hard because the hate and the pain is now on my child who's not seeing a dad. So it's me
Oh
acting
yeah.
from a mum point of view and not from a relationship point of view. It's the hurt
Yeah,
is going to in the long term. So I
yeah.
do have to have
Yeah. Right now, what I can think here is to cut off from negativity. Cut off
yeah,
completely because anyway, that is not giving you any good, any good here. So when we have to move on in life, we have to move on. We have to drop that baggage by forgiving them and cutting them off, I would say for
yeah,
this case.
okay.
Because you need to raise your vibrations and don't
Mm-hmm.
think about all those,
Yeah,
encountering it every day or every now and then it keeps you back in that zone again and again.
mm-hmm.
So cutting off, moving on, and
Yeah,
forgiving is the key here. Just a minute, yes.
that's brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah, I will also talk about it separately then more if you want. Okay,
Yeah,
thank you. Yeah, so the secret to relationships. Life presents everything to you so you can choose what you love. And part of the gift of life is that you are given all kinds of people so you can choose what you love in those people and turn away from what you don't love. You are not meant to manufacture love for qualities in a person you don't love, but simply to turn away without giving them any feeling. So, Sisi, I think you will get your answer now. This is really amazing stanza what we are reading now. So, life is presenting everything to you. Yeah. To choose what you love. What you love. Yeah. So, you can encounter people in your life and you have to choose whom to love, what you love in those people, and turn away from what you don't love. Yeah. So again, you are not meant to manufacture love for qualities in a person that you don't love. Say, for example, I don't like a quality of my husband of being anything. For example, it's not true, but for example, he's not punctual in any of his situations. Example, this is an example. And I am trying every day to manufacture a quality in me that I should also like this quality of him not being punctual, for example. It's not that. I'm not meant to love that quality of him or not, you know? But what you have to do here is suppose he is not punctual, you can just turn away without giving them any feeling. By not by always telling he's not punctual, I don't like it, he's not punctual, I don't like it. What is this? You're giving bad feeling. But here if you don't like anything in another person, just turn away and don't give any feeling to that thing. Okay. Turning away from what you don't love in someone means you're relaxed about it and life is giving you a choice. It doesn't mean that you argue with them to prove they are wrong or you criticize or blame them or that you want to change them because you think you are right. Because if you do any of these things, you are not giving love big time. Do you get me what this is trying to say here? So every day I'm telling him, you should be on time, you should be on time, and you're criticizing them, blaming them, telling them you're wrong and I'm right, you should be always on time. And we are arguing every single day about this thing. This is not giving love at all, big
Yeah,
time.
it's like giving energy on the things which are not in your control. So
Exactly.
rather than focusing and giving your energy on the things which are out of your control, better just ignore it.
Yeah, just be relaxed about it. Okay.
Relax and focus on the
Yeah.
other things.
So be
Mm,
relaxed about it.
yes.
Okay, it's okay. Even if he's not punctual, I'm fine. Are you getting me? Could be anything. It could be for, not keeping things on place. Sometimes your children, leave their towels on the bed. Now, this is also an issue every day. Yes, we have to make them learn, but it's not, it's like giving them every day that thing, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. It's a habit, but it's the wrong example. Actually, it's a quality which we are talking about here. Sometimes quality means suppose the person is not humorous and you every day want him to be smiling, laughing with the crowd. But he's not like that. Maybe you're an extrovert, he's an introvert, he likes to spend time with himself, or she's a different person, you are a different person, and still you want to manufacture, those qualities in them. And you're every day arguing about this thing and saying that they are wrong and you are right and you have this quality, you love parties, he's not loving parties, so things are not turning up right. So this is not giving love big time. Am I clear here with my examples? Those were not very right, however.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were very
Okay.
clear.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah. So this is what the secret is. So your own soul is nourished when you're kind. It is destroyed when you're cruel. These are the words by King Solomon, biblical king of Israel. So when you're kind, you are nourishing yourself, your own self, which is there inside you, listening to you. And when you're cruel, you're being rude to others, you're destroying yourself inside. Okay? So when you are on a feeling frequency of love, then only people who are on the same feeling frequency as you are can come into your life. Are you getting it? When you have to raise your vibration, you have to raise your frequency. When you are on that frequency of love means on the top, so above gratitude. How you can come on that feeling frequency? By being really being grateful. What do you mean by being grateful? Not doing grateful. Being grateful means I am grateful from my being, my soul. I'm grateful for the life I have. I'm grateful for the way I was born. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my parents. I'm grateful for my sibling. I'm grateful for everything in my life since childhood. And it has become my habit and it has become my life now, my way of life. And when you are on that frequency of love, then only people who are on the same frequency as you are can come into your life. Then only those kind of people, the way you feel, that kind of people will come into your life. So if you want to attract similar frequency people in your life, you have to feel above, feeling frequency of love, by being grateful, by being happy all the time, joyous, thinking of all the positive things around you, giving love to everything around you. Could be anything, it could be a flower as well, it could be a drink, it could be a food item, it could be your children, it could be anything that you can give love to. So when you are on that frequency of love, you can feel the vibrations inside you, in your body, giving you signs that you're happy. Okay. So some days you feel really happy, some days you feel irritated, and others you feel sad. You can be many different versions of yourself. A person in a relationship with you can also be in many versions, including happy, irritated, sad. No doubt you will have seen them being many different versions, but every version is still that person. I think it's very, very, very important paragraph. We will start again from tomorrow here because we have 3 minutes left, but I'll still read it out. When you're happy, then only the happy version of the other people can come into your life. But you have to be happy to receive the happy versions of other people. What it is trying to say here is that I'm happy today. I may be irritated tomorrow. I may be sad tomorrow, or whatever it is. There are different versions of my feelings. So, and similar versions are for the other person as well. Yeah. But still that person is still the same, right? So when you are happy, I'll give you example tomorrow about this. When you are in that happy frequency, you will also receive the happy version of the other people. If you're happy, your partner will come home happy. Your children will come home happy. But if you are irritated due to your work or due to your office or anything else, when your children will come home, they will also make you feel more irritated, more frustrated, more sad because you were on that version of yours. Okay? So I think we should stop here and we will start again with this one. Okay? Clear? Thank you so much. I think it's really important that we understand that how these things work, how this thing in relationships work when we have to only see. It's very difficult sometimes. I would say in relationships, it's very difficult sometimes when we have to only see the good things in the other person. It's challenging sometimes because they affect you from your heart because you're connected with your heart here. Okay, so no problem. We'll practice that then.
different version of person का example different weather type of Manchester which we
Yeah, yeah, yes. Okay, so we will do tomorrow, Manisha, that one. Okay. Okay, so let's do gratitude. We have 1 minute left. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for a beautiful and amazing life. Thank you for all the beautiful relations in my life, all the people in my life who have really good qualities, which I can see, which I can acknowledge. Thank you, universe, for that strength in me to see the best things in my relationships. Thank you, thank you, thank you, universe, for this beautiful group, for this book to help us understand how we have to tackle different situations in our life. Thank you, thank you, thank you for my parents, for my children, for my spouse, for my work colleagues, for my manager, for my job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Magic Buddies. Thank you, Rhonda Byrne. Thank you, people who have taught us this book in detail. Thank you, everyone, for being in this beautiful journey and make our lives more beautiful, more amazing, more wonderful by practicing these